Hey everyone, this is James. I just wanted to give a quick overview of the InWin Polaris RGB fans. These are the aluminum. I've seen a couple reviews online for the regular ones, but not the aluminum ones. And being I acquired these for my upcoming build, I'm doing a build in Singularity's new Spectre case. I wanted some fans that kind of fit the case. I wanted to go with a very streamlined, modern, and kind of just overall aesthetically pleasing looking build. And I wanted fans that were kind of unique and different. I saw these on J2Sense, and the thing that his build doesn't really display them, but he noticed that they could be daisy chained. And being that the Singularity build will have a very exposed build with everyone seeing all the wires, I wanted to set that like a daisy chain. That's what's great about these is through 2 wires going to the motherboard, you can actually daisy chain up to 8 of these. I'm going to be using 6. So as you can see here, they've got a beautiful aluminum outside. They've got like a mirror-like finish on the fins. They are clear, but they kind of are reflective. And you also see we've got a nice aluminum bevel around the outside of it. You'll see later when I do some shots with them actually up in RGB going that they kind of reflect light straight out from them. And as I turn them, you'll see the connectors on each side of the fans. And these are where you're going to jump the different cables. The kit comes with a short cable to do the jump and then a long cable to do the jump. So the longer one, you do a quite long jump. So you can daisy chain them together, and then the short one again. Then you have the cable to connect to the motherboard. It's got a fan controller, 4-pin for control the speed. And then we have the RGB connector. That'll connect to the motherboard. And then the other side is going to connect into one of the sockets on the side of the fan. What it's going to allow you to do is to jump from that fan onto the next fan, and then you can keep going along the ways and use the shorter one to jump it. Probably what I'm going to do, and then I may have one long jump because I'm going to be running 6. I believe you can run up to 8 in a row. And you see these are kind of proprietary connections. There's only 2 of them on each fan. It's not on all the corners. So you're going to have to angle or align the fan so you're jumping along, so you can kind of jump them along one side. So you can see it's not too difficult. Got clips. I can see those clips are hard to get out. They're easy to get in, but they're not easy to get out. I'm afraid I might break them doing it too many times. But they're well built. It's not easy to get it out. And you'll see just as easy as jump into the next. Note that this is a double kit, so it comes with 1 short and 1 long. If you get the single kit, it'll just come with again, I believe a short and maybe a long. I actually got 3 double kits. So I should have, not done that. I should have gotten 2 2s and 2 1s. But anyways, you see that, when it comes to fan quality and noise, listening to these, I can compare them to Noctuas. I can say that they definitely have a different sound, but when it comes to overall air movement, they seem to be pretty similar to the Noctuas I have. I'll post a link down below of the Noctuas I was comparing them to. But that's kind of seeing as well as both sides. They're just beautiful looking fans. So here's a real close-up of the InWin fans. You can see that the outside has a beautiful kind of brushed metal look to it. I apologize for the camera work. This is the first time I've ever tried to make a video with my Canon 60, so I am still learning this process. And then you can see the kind of connection, real close-up. I just want to give you guys a real close look. You can kind of see them going through the rainbow colors. This is set up to the Asus Aura on my Asus motherboard. So you can control it and it integrates with that well. You'll see that from this angle, you see very strong outline of the colors. But it's that silver aluminum lining on the inside that's causing that. So it's stronger when you look dead on, but as you move off center, you lose that effect. So this would probably look great in a setup that has these facing straight at the viewer. It's definitely look better. It's not how I'm using it. I really didn't buy it for the RGB lights though. So here we have them with the lights off, so you kind of get a feel for how bright they are and how they look at different angles. Lastly, I want to touch base on their performance. I have an EVGA 1080 Ti for the Win 3 hybrid. I have it overclocked to 2075 on the GPU and 5500 on the memory. And I've been currently running them in a push-pull configuration with the Noctua NF F12 high static pressure fans. They're very good fans for water cooling. So what I did is I wanted to compare the two, so I set them each at 1,000 RPMs using the Noctua controller. I set the speed based on them being just under my ability to hear either one of them. Sorry, I don't have any equipment to measure decibels, nothing that I could do reliably accurate. So I let them both run in Overwatch, the main game I play, for about 15 minutes, and then noted at the end of them that both of them were running right around 49 degrees Celsius. So I'm really happy with the results that these fans are keeping up with Noctua, who are kind of renowned for making great fans. The EVGA radiator is a high density radiator, and for my build I'm actually using Alpha Cool 60 millimeters, which are kind of lower density fins, so I think these are going to perform just as well as the Noctua's working on that, so I'm really excited about that. So thanks all. If you have any questions or want any pictures or other close-ups of these, please let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to provide those. And if you're curious about my Singularity Spectre build, please come back to my channel, as I'm going to be providing more updates as I go through that build.